Well, the United States of America has elected a very mercurial president in the form of Mr. Donald Trump. He has unleashed a trade war on the entire world. And so, therefore, while Prime Minister Modi is in Washington, D.C., Mr. Trump signed an executive order imposing reciprocal tariffs on all nations and has called India repeatedly a serial abuser of tariffs, and the fact that India has the highest tariffs in the world, which is factually not correct. So therefore, under those circumstances, everyone is trying to figure out how to deal with the new incumbent in the White House. The US Defense Secretary, while addressing the NATO defense ministers in Brussels, said there's no place for Ukraine in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Subsequently, because of a backlash, he's had to backpedal his statement. There will be repercussions at the Munich Security Conference, which is going on. So therefore, in Trump's world, everything is fluid. All the pieces are moving. So therefore, under those circumstances, those who are trying to pat themselves in the back that, this has been a successful visit, may find that by the time they land back in India, the reality is completely different. Because going back to President Trump's first term, it is an unpredictable administration.
Sir, this administration, and at the same time, the aircraft is also being purchased from US. How do you see?
So here's the contradiction, that we are buying aircraft from the United States of America, spending billions and billions of dollars, and the President of the United States of America repeatedly calls us serial abuser of tariffs. So while we are contributing to the US economy, generating employment in the United States of America, adding to their economy, we are being accused of being serial tariff abusers. In fact, there was a specific reference made by President Trump to India when he signed that reciprocal tariffs agreement. So, as I said, this is an unpredictable world. Insofar as the Hoover Rana is concerned, if he eventually comes back to India, that would be a good thing because it will help in unraveling the conspiracy behind 2611. But the real test is to get Hafiz Saeed back from Pakistan, because he is the linchpin of the entire 2611 outrage, in which more than 166 people died on those 3 days between 26th of November and 29th of November 2008 in Mumbai.